So this video is going to be different. I'm going to be measuring up a few of my fire engines to see how big they are in length and in scale compared to each other. And as you can see right in front of me, I have two of my Oxford Diecast fire engines, a man pump ladder and a Scania pump ladder. I'll be measuring them up with a Corgi and a Fire Brigade Models fire engine that I have in my collection. So we're going to start with that. So the first one I'm going to be taking a look at is the man pump ladder. I'm going to be measuring it up with the Corgi Volvo fire engine. So we're going to take a look. The Oxford model is 176th, and this Corgi fire engine is about 136th, I believe, 143rd. Pretty big in length, so we're going to take a quick look. So going from above, the Volvo fire engine is definitely longer. Not too sure how long in scale, but it's definitely the bigger one. And taking a look at it from side to side, right along here, so we get a bit of an up close. That's how big the 143rd is compared to the 176th. Doing another type of an angle right there. So definitely Oxford's 176, although they're a fairly big scale, when you compare them to something like a 136 or a 143rd scale model vehicle, the Corgi version is definitely going to be longer, but also the bigger one too as well. And that'll be it for that one. And the next one is going to be the Fire Brigade Models Dennis Sabre fire engine. So we got a good look right here. I'm going to turn the models really quick, and we're going to get a look from above. So from above here, the Fire Brigade Models fire engine, which is 150th, is definitely bigger and longer in scale. And comparing them up side by side, we're going to have a different type of look here. So pretty much we get the general idea how big they are, and I'm going to actually rotate. Should have done this for the last part. I'm going to rotate them, and we're going to see right here just how big. And the Fire Brigade Models version with the one in the 150th scale for sure is the bigger one, as it is already shown. But that's what they look like in a back-to-back shot right there, how they look. And then of course when you angle them down the side, you don't really get too much of a clear view, but you get the general idea about how big they are. So that is exactly what Dennis Sabre fire engine looks up close to a 176 scale fire engine, so that's pretty cool. And then next we're going to take the Oxford Scania pump ladder, and like it was shown in the beginning of the video, them side by side, but now we're going to turn the models and look at them from above to see how big they are in length. So these are both 176, but because they're two different versions of a fire engine, it's interesting to see which one is a bit longer. So I'll put my hand right there. They feel about the same length, but I feel like the Scania pump ladder is just a little bit longer in the back because of how wide in length it is. Right there, that's a close-up of it. That's how long the Scania pump ladder is. And then when you look at the man pump ladder from this angle, you can see how big it is. And that looks like it's the man pump ladder looks like it's a little bit shorter But that's what I think is unique about it, is how big it is. So that's pretty cool. So now that we've measured up the man pump ladder, we're going to take a look at the Scania fire engine and take a look at it next to the Corgi fire engine. So now we're going to take a quick look of both of them down the side. Here we go, side to side. Can't really get too much of a clear insight about how big they are, but just figured I'd take a minute to just have it angled in on them side to side. And now we're going to turn them around, turn them to the side, and get a look from above. So from above, the Volvo fire engine is definitely longer than the Scania, and that's pretty cool. The Corgi Volvo fire engine, this is about 1/36, 1/43, so it's a little bit longer in length, but as far as size in comparison to the Oxford fire engine, it's pretty cool. I mean, the Oxford 176 scale looks a bit smaller compared to that, but it's fairly decent. Then I'm gonna turn them side to on their side now. We're gonna get a good look. So when you look at this one right here, that's how long a 136, 1/43 scale Corgi vehicle is. That's pretty cool. Definitely pretty lengthy, I'd say, and got quite a lot to it. Now looking at the Scania fire engine right here, yeah, it looks, I mean, I've never seen a 136 or a 1/43 version of a fire engine like this yet, but I'd have to say that's pretty good length for how big it is and just how it all looks. So that's pretty cool when you look at them side to side, and then when you just look at them alone, that's pretty cool. That's how big it is. So the next one is the Fire Brigade Models fire engine. And the Fire Brigade Models fire engine is a Dennis Sabre. And it's obvious, you can see from the front of the truck that that's what it says. And we're just taking a look at them, you know, side by side in this angle. I know you can see it's just down the middle, but a little bit different. So now we're going to turn them side to side. So from above, the Fire Brigade Models fire engine is definitely longer in length, and is definitely a lot bigger than the Oxford fire engine, which is pretty cool. Now, measuring them up back to back. Here we go. Got that extra light. Ground. Put that over there. So here's what they look like back to back, and a more better shot of how big the Fire Brigade Models fire engine is, and that's pretty big compared to the Oxford fire engine, so that's pretty cool when you look at how big. Again, the Fire Brigade Models is 1/50th scale, and the Oxford is 1/76, so that's how big they are in length. So I figured I'd just make a different video, measure up a few of the fire engines I had in the collection just to see how big they are compared to one another, and hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you know someone who might like this stuff or likes the content, please be sure to hit like, subscribe, and tell anyone who you know or think might like this, and show them these videos. Catch you in the next one.